This is the Hunton10m. It's 10 meters long, and it's the outboard version of a boat that we tested last year, a diesel, which was 9 meters. This is a slightly longer boat, but it's like chalk and cheese compared with the boat we tested before. This really is the ultimate sports package. We had 60 knots out of this boat this morning with the twin 300 horsepower Verado outboards on the back. She's impeccably finished, as you can see from the dashboard here, with this sort of brushed aluminium finish here. This is laser cut to fit, and we've got a large GPS here, we've got VHF radio, all the normal bits and pieces, but it's the way it's laid out is so impeccable. You've got a very small screen, but when we were again testing this at 60 miles an hour, the air seems to go straight over you. We didn't seem to get any blasting at all at that speed. I mean, just for the good measure, 60 knots is nearly 70 miles an hour, just a fraction under 70 miles an hour, so that really is fast. There was absolutely no chine walking, there was no crashing or banging. The boat was utterly stable at that speed. Slowing down, trimming it in, chucking it into the turns, cornering like, well, absolutely on rails. Fantastic handling. This hull has been raced successfully for many years, and this is a derivative of that race boat, and it shows in the impeccable way it performs and handles. Attention to detail, again, you can see it. Everything about the boat smacks of quality. The upholstery, the fit and finish of everything. The teak decks are real teak, they're not a flexi teak or a plastic teak, if you like. The T-bar here for the navigation light, actually it's an all-round white on top of the stainless steel bar. A novel, I don't think I've seen another one like that. Bench seat at the back, very comfortable, totally upholstered. Stacks of space, you could probably get about 5 or 6 people on that. And it's got a large locker under the stern as well, where all the batteries and bits and pieces are. The other thing that the ladies would like on this boat, of course, is that it's got a loo. The door, which only opens as far as the tube, is adequate for getting in and out. It's really quite spacious actually, and very comfortable all round. You've got your obligatory bathing area, sunbathing area on the bow, although it's quite short, it is possible to lie up there, and you've got a massive cave locker inside for putting all your equipment into. Things like the steering wheel, I mean, you know, I don't know of any other rib that has a wheel like this, but it's very attractive. The way that they put an inset boss here, the same colour as the upholstery, just little touches like that make it rather special. Driving position is probably perfect. I don't think there's anything you can say more about it. You know, if you look at the controls, the positioning of them, that again all comes from the stable of Hunton, because Jeff Hunton, being a racing man, when he did all this, he made sure everything worked as you'd want it to work on a race boat. Foot position for me, perfect. Standing, perfect. Slightly strange that these seating arrangements here don't allow you to actually physically sit down. They are sort of more like a leaning post, if you like, so you can just about rest your bottom on them, but I find them actually rather annoying that they're neither one thing nor the other. As a standing position, yes, it works well. It'd be really nice though if we could have a seat. I believe that is an option, but this isn't on this boat. So altogether, 60 knots, acceleration is outstanding with 300 horsepower, as you'd expect. You wouldn't want the fuel bill flat out, but if you're cruising along at around 30 knots, at 30 knots it's doing around 3 miles to the gallon, which is pretty impressive actually. These new Verados have improved immeasurably over the old models, so the economy is now reasonable. You can actually accept it. Before, I think it was unacceptable. Still flat out with 600 horsepower, it's going to burn an awful lot of fuel. So overall, this is a fantastic quality boat, probably one of 3 or 4 boats available in the UK at the top end of the market. Performs perfectly, handles perfectly, and is beautifully finished, and certainly this is a boat for the connoisseur.